Ahoy, mateys. Welcome aboard. Oh, oh my goodness. Now, this is kind of unusual. Uh, let's see, it shows two aboard, and I guess one of those is me. There is Jeff and Tammy. Welcome aboard. And there's Sonia with a J. Welcome aboard. I started on your live this afternoon, and the only thing I got to say was, where are the cardboard boxes? And then I had to leave. I had Roy came over and Tim came over and Tina called me at the same time. So I just had to exit. You know how those days go? Roy's got his dog. He's got two dogs. You know, Jasmine died, what? Gosh. I want to say it's been a year, but I don't know. But now, not Moose. Moose is doing good, but the Lulu. Lulu's 13, and she's kind of seeming to be on her last legs. And it's sad. She's still eating and drinking, so I think we have a ways to go. You missed most of my drive. Yeah, I don't know. I, I am really lost, Jeff. There's Jim. So I've been working today on a critical situation for me. This new job, I have to have power. Power is critical. Well, the jackery did not hold up. It's a 500 jackery, and I don't believe I was drawing all that many amps. The Wi-Fi says it's 3 amps. The computer, I'm not positive. I haven't looked. I might be able to look at the brick. Let me look. Let's see. Okay, the brick for the computer. Oh my goodness. 65 watts. It's a laptop. I do not see the amps. But suffice it to say, on Friday, all of a sudden the jackery was tripping out. So I'd reset it and it would trip out. And I'd reset it and it tripped out. So it happened right at the end of my shift. And then I had a 3-hour break on that shift. So I quick drove. And oh, by the way, the what do you call it? The Wi-Fi booster was like warm, very warm, warmer than I thought it should be. So I drove to Parker. Oh, good, Sonia. I drove to Parker to the Verizon, and I walked straight up to the man. And I said, he said, you'll have to wait. So I waited, but I brought in my equipment. I brought in the computer. I brought in the the Wi-Fi, and I plugged it all in so I'd be better able to show him. Now, meanwhile, the counter is going down that I have to go live for my job at I can't remember now, 1 p.m. So I had like another hour to go, and finally he helped me and said, "Okay, yeah, your booster's obviously bad. It's burning up. We'll get you another one." He gave me another one, and I'm supposed to take the old one back to Tucson where I bought it, and he charged me $29 and said, "Well, go hook up so you can do your job." Well, one would think. I go outside and I turn on everything. I'm trying to get a Wi-Fi signal, and I'm not. So then I try to get a Wi-Fi signal from Verizon. I mean, I'm in there. I'm parked right in front of their front door. I could not get a strong signal. So I went in, I told him, he said, "Oh, I'll go around back." So I went around back and tried to get a good signal. Nope. There's Troy. Welcome aboard, you lucky dog. You and I both know why you are lucky. Thank you for helping Susie too, by the way. There's William Brody. Welcome aboard. So I go out back and I try to connect. No connect. Can't connect. So I go back around because I couldn't get in the back door. That's locked up with iron bars. I go around back. I go in. And I'm not getting a signal. So he said, "I don't know what to tell you." And he's waiting on customers, of course. So then I go and I sit on the sidewalk right by the entry door with all my equipment, the laptop and all of my paperwork and that I have to have. My headphones are on and I'm trying to work and it's not working. I cannot connect and I'm freaking out. Tommy, welcome aboard. So I finally went inside. I said, "I got an issue." He says, "Try it inside." They had a little area where in the corner where I could plug in to power, and then it worked barely. I didn't have a very strong signal. Now, wouldn't you think that a Verizon store would have the best signal on earth for Verizon? After all, they're trying to sell stuff. It wasn't all that great. But anyways, I managed to finish my shift. Got a new tower. I call it a tower because that's what it looks like. It's a box. It's the Wi-Fi. It's a Wi-Fi booster. And if you aim it at a tower, it really does work. It definitely increases the signal. That I will say. Georgianne, welcome aboard. I got to tell you about the t-shirt. I will in a minute. So anyways, long story short, I finally got hooked up. I was able to complete my shift. And then I'm thinking, okay, what's the next step? I finally determined that it had to be the jackery that was at fault, not necessarily the Wi-Fi tower that I'm supposed to take back to Tucson where I bought it, which I probably will. We'll see. So I was really scratching my head. I priced new jackery. Now, mind you, I need it now. I can't order it from Amazon, and I don't have time. I got to have power. I either got to find a place to plug in or solve this problem. Well, I remembered that I had a 1500 watt converter, brand new, still in the box. And I thought for a while I couldn't find the instructions, but I did find the instructions. I've had it for 3 or 4 years, but it was clean and dry. It was wrapped in plastic. The box has gone to hell. The box is gone. But anyway, uh, no problem. I uh, I hooked it all up. I had that. Well, you saw the thumbnail. That's the battery that Kyle gave me because he replaced the batteries in his boat. He had two of them in his boat, and one was junk because somehow it had a hole in the bottom of it. I think somebody, not maybe not him, but somebody set it down on something sharp and it punched a hole in the bottom. I think Don was going to try to fix it and put acid in it. Don't know if he ever did. Doesn't matter. But I got this good one here, and it was still holding 12.56 volts. It's just been sitting here in the back of the camper or back of the van for, I don't know. This is weird. It's making noise. The converter that I hooked up. Oh, the fans are on. That's interesting. I checked the voltage. I turned it on. I ran it for 15 minutes. I sort of got hooked up to my job, even though, I don't have to be hooked up till tomorrow morning at 3 o'clock. But right now I hooked up and it seems to be working. I rechecked the voltage. The voltage has actually gone up on the battery from what I tested before. But, you got to keep scratching and see which one is the best. So I was at 12.5 volts. Now I'm at 12.75 volts. I've also determined how my jumper cables reach from the front of the van to where I have it set up just behind the passenger seat by about 1.5 feet because there's a wall there. I'll show you in my video that Tina wants me to make sure I do. By the way, Tina put out a video for Ironwood, her first one. Please watch her. There's Roy and Becky. Welcome aboard. I bet Roy and Becky have watched Tina because I told them. And Roy said he actually got a notification, so that's good. There's Dirk. What's happening? Welcome aboard. So to continue my story, and you can replay this if you have to, it looks like I have a good connection. So I'm going to chance it. Because I thought, well, maybe I'm going to have to try to find somewhere to plug in Quartzsite to power. Says, there's no power out here at camp unless I ask Roy to turn on his generator, and I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. My intention is to get by, and if I think it's a bad issue, then at 3:30 in the morning, I will rush to Quartzsite and try to, maybe that park over there where I don't know. There's a park, town park. Do they have electricity? I don't know. It's going to be iffy, and my job kind of depends on it. So I'm in God's hands, and fingers crossed that I have power and I have signal at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then, I work from 3 till 6, then I'm off for a couple hours, go back to work at 8, which also gives me a time to think, well, okay, better to go to town and plug in somewhere, or, whatever. But if it works, great. And then I work from 8 till 10:30, then I'm off again till 1 and work till 4. This is all Pacific Standard Time, by the way. There's an outlet right by the door on Honey. Don't need the generator. Roy, you are a godsend. I may just run my extension cord, but not plug it in. I got that big blue extension cord, and I will run it over there. Only if I have problems with the battery power that I'm trying. I really, really appreciate that, Roy. You are amazing. I mean, I got so many good friends that watch out for me. Kyle, the battery, right? Even Verizon watches out for me somehow. Then I got Roy, I got G, I got Tim. Everybody is always trying to help me, and I cannot say enough about the nomadic friends that I've made in the last year, 2 years. It's incredible. Free Camperman, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I don't think Linda's here, but William's here. William, could you put up a link for Free Camperman? I think this might be one of his first times here. We're going to get to the chips here pretty soon. William is already in. I gotta find his chip though. I haven't put out the chips. There's Naj. Ivan. There's my Coke. I'm going to look for William's chip. So now you know what I've been doing this afternoon. Did I film it? No. Will I film it? Probably. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time and then film what I've done, film how it worked, film how you could do it too. Maybe with Jim Foster's support. Come to the desert, they said. I tell you what, I got a lot of ideas for that, Jim. Come to the desert. It's a dry internet. You have chips, but you haven't opened the bag yet. Did I see Linda in here? If so, I know she'll put up Free Camper Man. I want to say Camper Van, but Free Camper Man's link. All right. The phone just went off, and I don't know why. And it's Dirk. Okay. I will, I've talked to her a couple times earlier today, but I will let her know. Because she actually did mention that she had not heard from you. So she basically assumed a few things, but no worries. They've taught me to say that at work. So I'm supposed to be helping people over the phone when they're trying to work their shift at a Circle K and they're brand new and they don't know what they're doing. I'm supposed to help them through it because they get nervous. They don't know, am I doing this right? Am I going to get fired? Am I doing, you got to just say, no worries, be happy, go shoot yourself. If anybody is interested in doing the job that I'm trying to do, they have openings. I can send you a link. If you're interested in working 12, 13 hours a day and helping people, there is a weekend schedule too. I mean, I work 40 plus hours a week right now. Hopefully that'll gradually come down. I could have worked plenty of overtime this weekend, but I said, I need a break. I need to get this thing working correctly. Whew. I need to buy another computer because I'm still using the company computer. But I didn't. I actually tried. I would have bought one in Parker, but they did not have the one I wanted. The one I wanted was out of stock. So I'll try Benson or Sierra Vista here in the next week. Maybe Tucson as well. So it's been a little crazy, but for people who are still living in their sticks and bricks, you could probably do this as a walk in the park. However, 12 hours and you start work at 4 in the morning, which means you're up by 3:30 at the latest. Yeah, you get time off between breakfast and lunch, and then after lunch you get another 3 hours off, and then you go back to work for 4 hours till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's Pacific Standard Time. So you adjust it for your own time. Um, but it pays well. I like it so far. And I'm definitely planning on taking the weekends off. And I have several reasons why. Yes, I am. There is Sea Devil. Are you doing online stuff too? I think you are, Tommy. I have a feeling that maybe you're doing a similar job to me. You might be help desk. Help! Oh, goodness. Yeah, Tommy's working 16 hours a day. Probably getting paid for 8. Now, this company is so far so good. I'll let you know in a month how it's going. I haven't gotten my first check yet, but that's supposed to happen. Let's see, today is the 6th. 5 more days, I should see money in my bank account. I need it because I want to buy another backup power supply, which I would have bought anyways eventually. I also want to order a backup to my booster box, and I found a good deal. Steve did a review on it. It's through Starlink, and it looks like I probably can afford that because I don't have to keep it forever if this job suddenly says you're fired or whatever. I can deal with that. Okay, Tommy. Yeah, sort of, kind of, Linda. Uh, yes, I will, Sonia. But that's okay because most of the events are in the evening. I was going to get to that. Kevin says working is overrated. Yeah, I hear you. Let me scroll down again to Tommy. I'm. Are we ever going to get to the chips? Yeah, we will. Used to do help desk up until 2020. Yeah, mine is where right now they want you to stay on the line with the person you're helping for as long as possible. It's a brand new program for the Circle K's. It's specifically focused on Arizona right now. We're doing like 50 stores in Arizona. We're gradually going to be expanding as the program grows. It's going to grow across the nation, which means that we'll want more uh, stupid idiots like me. Oh, I got the belches from the Coca-Cola and sucking in air. Okay, I found William's chip. I'm putting him in the bucket. I was thinking about just write people's names down. It might be easier. Just because. We'll think about that. That might actually be a better way. Just put people's, maybe if I get one of those programs like the running ducks or the swimming ducks. Sorry, ducks don't run, do they? Or I remember a few years ago, people used I think Charlie Grace still does it. You got this Wheel of Fortune with names on it. That might be a better way to go. I'd have to learn how to do that. Even though I love the chips, it's kind of fun. But It might be, do I have dip for the tips? No, I don't. Unless you want spilled coffee or spilled Coca Cola. I might have a beer here somewhere. Yeah, I am going to draw a chip. Probably two. I'm planning on doing a version, anyways, of our usual Wednesday night. But I'm going to do it tonight because we haven't done it in at least 2 weeks. I know people are jonesing to scratch off a lottery ticket. So that's why I decided to do that tonight. Okay, to finish up my conversation about the job I'm doing, I like it so far. I'm a little shy on the tech end, and I'm scared to death about making sure I've got power and a good signal, because that's premium. You got to have power and a good signal. So, like if you're sitting at home and you've got cable internet, you're golden. You're absolutely golden until your power goes out. That's happened to a couple people this past week because of where they're located. Ohio, Tennessee. People have had power outages. What can they do? They can't really do anything. They're off the clock at that point in time, and the rest of us who are left over, there's about 20 of us, we have to pick up their slack, which is cool. But you don't get paid any extra for it. You're just working harder to help the person who just lost power. But that's how it goes. I'm learning. I feel good about helping people. Somehow I think God brought me here for a reason, and I'm doing my best. Duck races, you never bet on the duck races. A winning lottery ticket. You're right, Linda. It would be fun. Permission aboard? Of course, Phil. Permission granted. Yes. I usually start at 6 p.m. Eastern. Tonight it's 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go for 2 hours, maybe a little more. I think I'm okay on my power supply and my internet connection. When I tested the battery after 15 minutes of runtime, I hadn't hardly lost any power on the battery. I also have, and I'll be doing a video about this probably tomorrow, maybe during my break, whatever. If I have to, I can charge the battery from the battery up front, which, I probably will have to at some point because it's not connected to the alternator of the truck unless I use jumper cables. Now, at some point in time, maybe I will change that. Depends on options. But what I really want to do is save this battery as an emergency battery for jump starting the engine. That's what I brought it along for. Now I'm using it in place of the Jackery. I want to replace the Jackery with a bigger one, or maybe a Blue Eddy. But that's going to have to wait at least a week. I pretty much burned through the Social Security check that came a couple days ago. So I got to be careful here on my budget because I have a lot of other things I got to still do this month. I can't spend everything on work, although it looks like I kind of am. I want to move south about 300 miles. It's hard to do that when you're working 12 hours a day. Yeah, I could travel at night, but hello, you work 12 hours a day. When are you going to sleep? If you're driving, you're not sleeping, or at least you better not. Roy is talking to Mike. I don't know looks like they're planning to go to town. Anyway, yeah, Mike, what's his thing? Adventures with Mike or Mike? I can't remember his channel name. He's a cool guy. Yeah, there's myself and Roy. Becky's in Indiana right now. And then there's Lee and Crystal. Gracie is in Texas right now. And then Mike. So there's basically 5 of us here at camp. And I won't be here much longer. I need to head down to the Benson area, Sierra Vista area. They tell me that sleep is overrated. Yeah, I've heard that, Jim. Boy, I had some crazy dreams last night. I need Joseph to interpret him for me. Right now, it's Monday through Friday, Tommy. And I like it that way, and that helped. Thank you for saying that, because most of the events, all 9 of the events that I've been to in the past 5 years, most of them been in the last year, but we have a few things going on the, if people come early, like say you get to a meetup on Thursday. Okay, there might be a meet and greet or have cocktails with the Colemans, but that's usually in the evening. And by the evening, I'm done with work. I just have to go to bed early because I do anyways. But I got to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go to work. And I got to have a good signal. So that's important too. Again, then when I'm off work Friday night, that's usually when we do karaoke or we do something. Then Saturday, in the case of M25, we'll have the potluck. We'll have Sonia with a J playing music. We'll be dancing. I might do a pop-up live at midnight. You never know, And then Sunday, we're winding down. Some people are already leaving before Monday morning. Well, I might be the one that stays until Monday afternoon, or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And that's pretty much the same no matter what meetup you go to. Most of the activities are Friday, Saturday, maybe some on Sunday. Like the one I'm going to in Akron, which they might still be here, Tammy and Jeff. A lot of their stuff is scheduled. Here comes Roy. Well, their stuff is scheduled for Friday and Saturday. Perfect. I'm live.
License and registration, please, sir.
Say hi.
Hey, howdy. Can you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you are. Roy is here.
Camp has decided to go for pizza. We're going to bring you some back.
Well, let me give you, I don't have any cash.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
See how blessed I am? Roy is bringing back some pizza from Silly Al's.
Yeah, they wanted you to come along. I said, well, he's doing a 2-hour live.
Yeah.
I said, oh, okay.
I'll try to win money. That way I can pay for it all.
All right.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Thank you.
So you're camp guard.
I'll be the camp guard. I will.
All right. We'll see you.
There's not too many people to guard. Jim said hi. Oh, and so did Dirk. Oh, where's the cannoli? You're right. I got Coke to go with the pizza. I sure do, and it's cold. I've been running, my refrigerator is running right now. It is at 39 degrees. It's taking 61 watts of power, but it doesn't run all the time. It just runs until it gets down, and then it stops. And then when the temperature does rise, it's not as well insulated as my previous cooler, but it's definitely more sophisticated. It's got temperature controls. It's even got a light. I open up the lid and the light comes on. I'm like, well, that's cool. And it doesn't seem to be really, I make sure when the sun goes down, I pretty much unplug it. Yeah, the temperature goes up by morning, And it'll probably get worse as the temperatures go up here in the desert. It got to 83 today. I don't know what it is right now. I can look it up. Sean, welcome aboard. No pineapple. I don't care if it's got pineapple. I love pineapple. This is great. So I don't have to worry about cooking supper. Okay, there's Tina. There's Dirk. It's 85 right now. Was only supposed to get to 83, but it is 85 right now. Sunset was at 7:01. Yep. So it looks like it's going to start dropping now. Although it does say that we may make it to 87. That'd be cool. Then overnight, let's see, 6 a.m., 58 degrees. Sunrise is at 6:16. And oh my God. Oh, that's Lee's other car. I thought it was Ron C's for a second because it's the same color. Anyway. So sunrise, I said, is at 6:16, and you're predicting. Of course, I'll be online working, but by my first break, it'll be 60s. By my second break, it'll be 80. And then when I go back to work at 1 o'clock, it'll be 85. When I get off work at 4, it'll be 88. I'm loving it. I'm soaking up the sun right now, if you can't tell. I bought new shorts and they're too long. I need to I can't cut them off. They're cargo shorts. I need to buy some pants and cut them off. I got more stories about things to wear in the sunshine, but I'm not going to get into it now. My goodness, it's 4:38 already. I only have one chip in the bowl. You guys got to give me W words slowly because I got to find the chips. I don't have them laying out on a table. I got to go through the piles individually. Yes, they are, William. They truly, truly are. Very good people. Everybody out here is wonderful. There's a few stick in the muds, but they're not camped by us. Yeah. I'm just blessed. I can't say enough good. It's wonderful, whimsical, and winky. All right, I gotta find Jim. I gotta find Jim and Sonia. What will I do when I win the lottery? Okay, there's one I'm saving out. It's Sean. There's one for Tammy and Jeff. I'll save that out. Livni Oki. I don't see her here. Let's look. Lubecca, they might show up. Vicky, haven't seen her in a while. Renee, she might wander in. Timmy Ray, he might. Kobe might. Paul Adams, haven't seen him in a while. So I got the ones I haven't seen in a while. There's Sonia with a J. Midwest History, haven't seen them in a while. Rob on the Road, he might show up. Mark, Hitch Up and Toe, maybe. Troy, Nomadic Pride. Papa Drew, Justin and Christina. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. That's a Folsom Prison song there, Nancy. Welcome aboard, by the way. I hope you survived all the nasty weather for the last couple days. All right, let's look here. Beverly. This might take a while. Drifting along with a tumbling tumbleweed. Firefly Kelly, she might show up. Forest Food, probably not. You never know. Linda's here. She'll come up with a W. Why? She just did. Whoops. And she's gone. She didn't fall under the desk, but she fell underneath the passenger seat. I got to make Linda a quick new chip. There you go, Linda. You're a green chip now. Good grief. Okay, where was I? Tina, she's not here yet. She'll probably show up. Although it could be past her bedtime. We were talking about that. Was it yesterday or the day before? Tommy's in with Whopping. I just got to find you. Now, I'm probably going to fall behind here, so you guys are going to have to help me. Oh, I just found you, Tommy. Okay. Lucky Dog. We haven't seen Sue in a while. Kevin, he'll probably show up. Dude, what the? He's not been here in a while. Alpine Gulch. Brian might show up. Phil is here. I'll leave his chip here ready for him. William says, wondering what wheat with wild walrus tastes like. Okay, I'm going to start giving ones away now. Phil, you are in. I got to move that bin closer to me. Because William just made up a whole bunch of words. So, who else is here? Phil. Jeff and Tammy, you're in. Sean, you're in. Okay, that's all. Christian. Kelly, she's not here yet. Getting there. All right, Dirk. Fantastic. I'm sure I'll find out what all that means later. I bet she's geeked. Timmy is here. Where is his chip? Yep, got you, Timmy. You're in. Nate. Melissa Brown. KT Spirit. Dirk, you're in. And Earl and Terry. Mega Van Mike. Michigan Carol. Jim Foster, you are in. Okay, I got to find Georgianne. Georgianne. Da, 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 da. Tokens for posterity. Maybe. We got 17 according to StreamYard that are on board right now. I got to find Georgianne's chip. Lily, I talked to her the other day. She's working the job. I found you, Georgianne. So, is there anybody here that I haven't shoved in the deal yet? I'm going to leave these out for a minute. Hope I don't spill them and lose them like I lost Linda's original. Certain weirdos might think that. Yeah, Roy and Becky's in Indiana, medical stuff. Roy is here, but he's not here right now because he just took off with Tim and Crystal. And I don't know if Mike went with them or not, but they're going to go to Silly Al's and get pizza, and then they're bringing me some back. And I told them I got $2, but they said don't worry about it. So, oh, it's Joey. Welcome aboard. You cooked 15 steaks. Ooh, that sounds good. Do you normally have cookouts on Sunday? That's kind of cool. The thingy that covers a van engine inside is called a doghouse. That's right. Oh, Troy is here. I think I saw his chip. Let me find it, Grand Marais. You lucky dog. There it is. I got you, Troy. You are in. I wonder if Tina's on board and not saying anything. It'd be just like her to do. See, I held my pinky up for my Coke. Oh, goodness gracious. Jim resembles a remark. We have 13 minutes and we will be drawing. I'm going to stay right on. Why would I drink a beer, Linda? I've had a couple in the last couple of weeks, actually. I've had 2. But no, I'm not going to be drinking. Dainty? I don't know what you mean, Joe. Oh, dainty, because I raised my pinky finger, yes. Did we ever get a link for Free Camper Man? I can't remember if we did or not. And yes, we're going to do this just like we used to on Wednesdays. We're going to draw. We're going to do a cash word. And we're going to do sentences. And then we're going to do a final quick one after the sentences. And that's going to be this one right here. I've never played this one. But it's a Pac-Man. And of course, for the first one, it's going to be a $5 crossword. See, it's called Sunken Treasure Crossword. But you know, it pretty much plays like all the rest. Thank you, Linda. Oh, you know what? We got to make a chip for Free Camper Man. Doing that now. There you go. I've got a chip for you. You are in. Free Camper Man. Will Prowse is going to hit 1 million subscribers. Wow. Yeah, I haven't. Oh, shit. There goes a chip on the ground. I haven't watched him lately, but I probably should as I'm learning more about these power stations and everything. You know, as the money goes, the money will flow and I'll upgrade. You know, I can see myself mounting solar panels on the roof. I can see myself getting those expensive batteries. Not right now, but in a couple months or 3. Whenever I need them or God says I need them, then they'll fall into my lap one way or another. Let me pick up this chip. It was fireflies. So Linda's under the Linda is under the passenger seat. It could be there a while. Yeah, this is what we're using today. The believe it or not, the other one that let's say I'm not using that one anymore for chips. It got used for a different purpose. You never know when you're on the road. Timmy needs to stop checking the potency of the race fuel by smell. That's true. She'll be all right. I'll either find her chip or I won't. I made her a new one, so what's the deal? I still have, let's see. I have about 35 chips unused yet. Linda's yoga routine has made her inevitably flexible. And it looks like Linda just may make it to M25, and I'm praying that she can. No dust bunnies. That's true, too. How is it that Linda's chip is the one that goes under the desk or goes under the chair or the driver's side? What the heck? It's all right. I'll be cleaning out the driver's side before the end of the week. I'm doing better, consolidating gradually. Mostly trying to get used to this job. Once I get used to it, I will be getting more done on the van, maybe even doing a video or two. I do plan on doing a video concerning hooking up this 1500 watt converter. Yes, Dirk, we're all praying for her. I did not throw her under the seat, Sonia. Yeah, won't that be cool, Georgianne? I'm looking forward to it. Oh, by the way, speaking of rock hounds, Saturday morning I went to the place that had those "Oh Look a Rock" shirts. They're shutting down and they've packed everything away. I was only able to get a couple bungee cords that I needed. But everything else, they've already packed it away. They don't stay open in the summer because it's too hot and nobody's here. Well, I'm here, damn it. And I can't find a flag place either. I wanted to replace my flag because I lost it. I got in a big hurry because I didn't have a signal. I was trying to work and I drove in the courtside and I forgot to take my flag down. Well, but I was gone all day long, so I'm sure somebody else found it, and I hope they like it, and we're happy that they found it. But I got to replace it. An ornamental pasture. Yeah, you don't want to know where it's been. I know what Georgianne has for you. Do, 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 do. Anyways, Georgianne, I couldn't get the "Oh Look a Rock" shirt because I was going to get that for you, one for Lily and Tina, and one for me. But I can't get any right now. It's going to have to wait till next winter. But at least I got some rocks that I'll be distributing. It actually looks like Texas is possibly on my list for going home. Don't know yet. But I may have some items that I want to buy to help me on my journey. And I realize I could probably get an Amazon box, whatever. But I think what I'll do, because Lily mentioned it, that I could have stuff sent to her place. So I would trust that before I would trust, you know, Amazon lockbox or whatever. I'll just have the stuff sent to her and then I'll just make my way to Texas. I know there was a good signal down in the town that she lives in Lano. And so, yeah, I can still work when I'm down there. So possibly it might happen Sunday or it might be maybe a week from Sunday. I don't know. Shake and bake 4 minutes. You're right. That's right. I can't wait to meet William. You took a dive. Good one, Linda. Oh, it's all right. It's all going to work out. We're in God's hands. It's all good. Phil, you're in meteorite territory. Yes. I would love it to find a $1,000 meteorite. I'd love it to find $100 meteorite. Chris Ralph. Where's my pen? Where's my notebook? Where's my where? Who was that? McHale's Navy, Captain Bennington. Where? What? Okay, I found a pen. I got my pencils. Now give me something to write on. Chris Ralph. You know, Kobe has been talking about a treasure hunting book as well for this area. So who knows? Next winter, we might be going nuts with our metal detectors. Captain Bingington. Thank you, Jim. He was a good actor. My opinion. I thought he was pretty good. Try to catch a meteorite. You know, there is a meteorite shower coming up in a week. I think it's called the Leonards, Lynirds. And it's going to happen right about the time of the pink moon. We're talking April 12th, right around there. Old lead bottom, yes. Joe Flynn, thank you, Jim. You know, what was his name? Jim, you know it. I'll think of it. Highway Patrol, Broderick Crawford. Used to come on, Highway Patrol used to come on at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time when I was about 8 or 9 years old. And my dad would say, come on, finish up your supper. It's almost time to watch Lard Ass. Yep, we'd watch Highway Patrol. I asked my dad one time, I said, how do they get those tires to squeal on gravel roads? There's Timmy. Joey's wife is cooking the steaks. Fantastic. You guys are living high on the hog. How was your weather there in Louisiana? Because yesterday looked like you might be getting some potential tornadoes going through there. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. Oh, we got a draw. His license was suspended. I thought maybe he didn't get to drive it because he's drunk. Oh, wait, that was Jackie Gleason. Oh man, there's so much history there. Oh, I got to write down on here. Meteorites, YouTube. I'm gonna watch that tonight. Well, we may have a break here. Yep. I told her only go 10 minutes. Hey there.
Hello.
Yeah, we were just about to draw for the ticket, but go ahead.
Well, draw for the ticket. I'll hold.
Well, then we have to start scratching the numbers on the ticket. You go ahead and tell your jokes, and then we'll do it right after you're done.
Well, you could draw anyway, and then you can do your ticket when I'm done. That way they'll be anticipating it, and that way I can blow my nose. Okay.
Anticipation. I'm not looking, Kimmy. Find the meteorites while the gold prospecting by professional gold prospector Chris Rolfe is the YouTube vid. I will find that, Phil. All right. Linda's setting a timer. Nancy says hi. And Ray Crum says hi to both of us. Okay, I have a chip in my hand. It is Dirk. Dirk, stick around. Holly's got some jokes, and then we'll be scratching your ticket.
How many people do we have with us today, Jack?
We're looking at 14. Kyle just stepped in. Hello.
Hello, Kyle.
If you watch the replay, you'll see I'm using your battery that you gave me. It's a lifesaver. So.
Okay. Anyway, hello everybody. This is Holly, by golly, with your laugh report. Boop boop be doop. I got some jokes for you. You know, I heard from these psychics about some predictions that they had, and they are like all the LA Rams will be slaughtered by Roman radicals. Doctors will find a substance in frogs that aids in the slowing of aging. Also, Germany will change World War II to the boom boom caper. McDonald's will become the fast food giant when they begin to serve their McNuke burgers. They will come out with a new Godzilla movie with Mrs. Godzilla in it. It'll be called Monster Jugs.
Oh, God. Okay.
What do you get when you go to a massage parlor that is completely ran by overweight women?
I don't know.
A massive stroke.
A massive stroke. Oh, my goodness.
Who does senior citizen alligators pay for their health insurance?
I don't know.
Gatorade, of course.
Oh, jeez. That reminds me, Carl's not here.
Hey, there's a new movie coming out called A Tale of Two Cities. It's about a prostitute that worked in both Minneapolis and Minnesota.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Now for a little more about my family. You see, my dad named all of us after different types of cereals. For example, I have a brother with fuzzy curly hair. He called him buckwheat. And another one who is unpotty trainable. He calls him shredded wheat. And I have a sister that's a prostitute. He called her Tricks.
Aw.
And the gay one is called Frosted Wheat.
Oh, jeez.
And the short one is called Mini Wheat. And the dingy one is called Cornflake.
Oh, good grief. Where
I
you?
got the only, I've got the only normal name because I was born at Christmas time, you know. But he always called me Berry Crunch because I broke a lot of my bones through my life.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that. It's very true.
I broke 3 being with you. Well, 4 if you count all the toes you stepped on.
Hey,
you
I
know,
can't.
there's some puns.
You know I
that
can't
my-
dance.
All you got to do is walk through the house with your big clodhoppers.
That's true.
You know, there's some puns that my grandpa used to use, like, if old age is catching up to you, you just got to walk faster. And if I own a ranch in my old age, I'm going to call it past your prime.
Phil says you forgot Kiss My Grits, Holly.
Yeah, that's not a cereal. You know, I've been feeling really old. Like today I walked up to the store and man, I had to sit down 3 times. I was out of breath and my back's been so sore. So I'm really feeling old. Now, you know, you're getting old when instead of the John, you call the bathroom the gym. It sounds better when you say you go to the gym.
Oh
first thing
my
every morning.
goodness. Well, my newest one is, you know, you're getting old is when you go antique shopping and they try to keep you there.
You know you're getting old when you have a party and the neighbors don't even realize it. You know you're getting old when you see an old person and you realize you went to school with that person.
Oh, jeez. No dirty jokes tonight, Timmy. Sorry.
You know you're getting old when you take a nap to get ready for bed. I do that a lot.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that sounds like me. Yeah, I think I'll take it.
You know you're getting old when your head makes dates that your body can't keep. You know you're getting old when you lean over to pick up something off the floor and ask yourself, is there anything else I need while I'm down here?
Yeah, exactly.
I do that a lot too.
Yeah, I've done that.
You know, there are some benefits from us getting older, like people no longer view you as a hypochondriac. You don't have gray hair. They are wisdom highlights.
That's right.
And you just happen to be wise. And you lose your memory and you meet new friends every day. And when you lose your glasses, they're usually close by, like on your head.
Yeah.
And you're not getting older. You're becoming a classic. You enjoy hearing about other people's surgeries. And also, when you're getting old, your secrets are safe with your friends because they can't remember them either.
That's probably a good thing.
You know, this friend of mine, Patty, she saw her friend wearing a new locket and asked Edith, which was her friend, so is there a memento of some sort inside? And Edith said, yes, a lock of my husband's hair. Patty said, but he's still alive. And Edith said, I know, but now his hair is gone.
Phil's got one for you, Holly. It says, you know you're getting old when the family suggests you tattoo your home address on your arm.
You know, at age 70, my grandpa bought his first riding lawnmower. he bragged and bragged. This thing is great. It took me only an hour and a half to mow the entire lawn, and it used to take your grandmother 2 days to do it all.
Whoa. Whoa. That's a good one.
Okay. You know what? Senior citizens tend to have their own, they've taken up texting with a vigor. They even have developed one of their own type of lingos. For example, ATD means at the door. BFF means best friend fell. BTW means bring the wheelchair. BYOT means bring your own teeth.
Oh, jeez.
CBM means covered by Medicare. FWB means friends with beta blockers.
Oh, jeez.
FWI means forgot where I was. FWIW.
Yeah.
Okay. GGPBL means gotta go, pacemaker battery low. GHA is got heartburn again.
Oh, jeez.
LMDO means laughing my dentures out.
Those are cute.
ROFLACGU means rolling on the floor laughing and can't get up. TTYL means talk to you louder.
Okay.
You know, after the day after visiting a fair, my husband was just in agony. He said, "You know, you're past your prime when you hurt all over and all you rode was a massage chair." Everything start to click. My dad said at dinner, my knees, my elbow, my neck.
Right.
You know what? My dad said that retirement's the best thing that has happened to him. He was gloating, and he said, "I never know what day it is, but all I know is the day that the big paper comes, I have to get dressed up and go to church."
The big paper. Okay, that's cute.
What is a retiree's bedtime? 3 hours after he falls asleep on the couch. Do you like that one?
Yeah, those are good.
Anyway, also,
I got to start scratching Dirk's ticket.
wait a minute. I only got one more.
Okay.
You know, I was talking with some friends of mine, and I mentioned that my husband's New Year's resolution was to make love 352 times in the coming year. And then my friend Agnes spoke up and said, "Put me down for 12.
That's cute.
That's all that I have for you. Boop, boop, be dope. I hope I gave some laughs to you. This is Holly by Golly, signing off.
Thank you, Holly. Peace.
I love you all. Peace be with you.
Peace out.
Love you all. Peace out.
Take care. Talk to you later.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Yep. Love you too. Bye. All right. We are ready to start scratching the ticket. And here we go. The first letter or skull is an R. So we're looking for R's. There's an R in flower pot. Recall. Tweezers. Historic. Humor. Dirk, I've been having dreams about playing the drums. And since I've been watching other people play the drums, they usually on the shorts, they always show a girl doing Led Zeppelin or, I mean, some of these girls are fantastic on the drums. I'll never get that far, but boy, I still get inspired. All right, still looking for R's. R and Banker, Admire, Antler. Those are in the bonus words. All right, next letter is M. And there's an M in humor, an axiom, admire. You don't want to see the tweezers out of urologists. You're right. Yeah, they do, Dirk. I'm getting more and more in it. I have on my list to buy some sticks. I might even buy 2 pairs of sticks if they're not terribly expensive. So I saw this one chick. Ouch! I get a cramp in my leg. Ow! Ouch! She was using 2 sticks in each hand. It was a different sound. And Tina's here. There's an M in me. You're right. We're scratching for Dirk right now, Tina. He won the draw. Maybe you'll make a sentence and win the draw on the next one. You never know. Okay, next letter is a P. Flower pot, sip, and polygon. Poppy has 3 P's. By the way, Tina, I've hooked up the battery to the 1500 watt power supply, and everything seems like it's going to work like it's supposed to. And Roy and Tim and Mike went to Silly Al's, and they're going to bring me some pizza back. How can you go wrong? They would have took me with them, except I'm live. I thought about it. So we've done lives from Silly Al's before. All right, next letter is a T. A T in tweezers, a T in flower pot, and step. A T in historic, a T in insist and vacant. A T in antler. Letter number 5 is a Z. There is a Z in tweezers. And I think that's the only Z. All right. I'm going to give you 2 words that you can make a sentence out of. Flower pot and banker. Flower pot, pretty easy. And banker, B-A-N-K-E-R. I think Linda knows how to spell both of those, and she will, and we'll put them up on the screen. Just make a sentence, and you'll get your chip into the pot. And then pretty soon, we'll have a couple more words. Put out a video. Yep. Everybody, you got to go to Tina's. William, can you put up Tina's link for anybody that doesn't have it? Because she put out a cool ironwood video earlier today, and she's going to have another one, looks like yet today or tomorrow. Another one from ironwood. Banker wouldn't give you a loan, so you hit him with a flower pot. Okay, Jim, good one. Where are the chips? Right here. Troy, Jeff, Free Camper Man, Georgianne, William, Sonia with a J, Phil, Sean Quinn, Linda, Tommy, Timmy, and Jim. You weren't the last. You were second to the last. Oh, pre-camper man just watched Tina's video. That's cool. All right. Let me put these somewhere where I won't lose them. There. He brought the baker a flower pot full of change. Okay. I know I gotta find Kyle's. Might be easier just to make him one. Well, quick look. Robin King, Michelle. Leisurely tripping. Rose, Jill, Fatima, Sonia with an I, Justin Parks. Okay, a little more yet to look at. Don't lose that. Traveling Nate Dog, Diane, Nancy Drew, Kevin, Carol Walters, Spaceman Dudley. We haven't seen him in a while. Steve, RV&G, DJ's Adventures, Quiet Listener, Lily T, RV Ashes in April, Susan New Horizons, Charlotte Meyer, Taco, which is Bree, Taco, Kyle, I found you, Kyle. You are in. Okay. Now, back to scratching. The next letter, number 6, is an X. There is an X in Axiom. Okay, you took the banker to the flower garden today to show him how much dollars you needed to buy all of your flower pots that you wanted. That's cute. I like that. So Aunt Jackie and Tina have similarities, it sounds like. Where is Tina's chip? I know I had it earlier. There's Nancy's, Beverly, Sean. No, it's upside down. All right, this is taking too long. I am going to just make Tina a chip because it's easier. You're in, Tina. All right. Fun fact. Once peed in a flower pot on your front porch. Don't know how to involve a banker, though. Maybe next word. I got your chip, Nancy. That's crazy. I love it. Sonia's saying 3 now. 3 now? Okay. 3 people on board. I hope there's a couple more. Ray Crum, Captain Jack, did I get your chip in? No, I didn't. I saw it earlier. I'm just going to make you one too. So I'm not going through searching anymore. Unless I know exactly where it is. All right, next. I'm trying to focus, Jim. Got to find what banker that lived there. 3 cents above that I missed, did I? Oh, you're going to have to help me pretty soon here. All right, next letter is a Q. I can't keep up. Q. I don't see any Q's. Next is Y. Y. There's a Y in Poppy and Polygon. There's a Y in Yawn and Only. Canary. That's it for Y. Letter number 9 is a C. Oh, let me look. Recall. Vacant. Ice. Historic. Canary. And next is U. I don't remember. I don't recall. There's a U in use, a U in humor. And that's it for you. And now you get a third word. I miss Sonia's, Phil, and She Devils. I think I might have got Tommy's. Let me look. Okay. Got Troy, Gypsy, Free Camper Man, Georgianne, William, Sonia with a J. Okay. And who else did I miss? Tommy. And who? Okay, Phil's. Gotcha, Phil. All right. I might be actually caught up. So your third word is yawn. Y-A-W-N. Where's Rob when you need him? Yeah. All right. The next letter is a W. And that's something. Tonight is W's. Stands for Winkler. Whoops. Yeah, okay, I got you up there. Ah, oh, stupid. There. All right. W. There's a W in flower pot and tweezers. And a W in yawn. You can make a word or a sentence rather out of any two or all three of those words. The banker I got with the flower pot yawned and passed out. Now I'm thinking I got Jim in there already for a previous sentence. Let me double check. Yeah, I do. That's a good one. All right. Letter number 12 is a V. V in vacant. And that's it. F is our next letter. Keep your hands to yourself before the banker charges us for falling asleep on the job. Good one, Tina. All right, I'm looking for F. Oh. And I don't have to put your chip in because you're already in, but I like it that people keep making sentences. Okay, B. Are there any B's? Yep, banker has a B. And letter number 15 is an A. There's an A and also recall and vacant has 2 A's. Spa has 1 A. Yawn has an A. Axiom has an A. Banker. Canary has 2 A's. Admire. Antler. I think that's it for A's. He smashed the banker with a flower pot because when I asked for my money, he yawned. Yeah, let me find you, William. Down here by Georgian. Figures. You guys are always doing that. All right. Keep us guessing. All right. Oh. I just spilled chips. All right. And what? Hustle? Next is E. Oh, did I give you? No, I didn't. Got to give you your 4th word, which is canary. So now you'll have 4 words. You got flower pot, banker, yawn, and canary. I usually do use a card table, Tina. I did not have time to set it up tonight. So I was still working on the 1500 watt converter. And the table's set up, but it's covered with tools right now. And then some days I can't use the card table because of the wind. I probably could have done it tonight. The wind's not too bad, but you know, every once in a while you get a gust. You know what it's like out here in the desert. Come to the desert, they said. You told your banker about your flower pot. Just not too interested, made him yawn. Okay, here's our 4 words. You can use any 2, any 3, or all 4 and make a sentence. Get your chip in the pot, and the next drawing will be for this cute Pac-Man one that I've never played. So we'll see. It'll be new for all of us. See, Phil's got a good sentence there. But I'm pretty sure Phil is already in. Let me double check because I have a short memory, kind of like other parts. Dirk, Camper. Yep. Phil is already in. But that's a good sentence, Phil. She didn't like the canary either and said, I ain't no coal mine, pal. Canary in a coal mine. Okay, we're working on the letter E. There's the E in flower pot. There's 2 E's and 3 E's and tweezers. And hole has an E. Step. Ice. Use. Banker. Admire. Antler. And feline has 2 E's. You've got the original Pac-Man Fever album that came out in the 80s by Bally and Midway. Wow. We were off-roading on the way to the Petroglyph tour. I remember that. I do. That was at the first road this side of I-10. What's that called? La Posa North, I think. Read it again. Read what again? Would you consider that we are off-roading on the way to the Petroglyph tour? Yes. Yes, anything back in here is in these BLMs are off-road. That's what they're considered. And, you know, we've got that map that shows it. It shows the petroglyphs which is an off-road map for this area. The map is made by the Jeepsters and the guys that drive those Razors and all those off-road vehicles. So yes, it's definitely off-roading. Might be sunken treasure. Mel Fisher story is on a timeline, 50 minutes on YouTube, and the 500 billion treasure he found was astounding. Astounding. Wow. That'll work, Tina. Off-roading in Quartzsite, I don't know. It's definitely in Quartzsite, so that might be a possibility. Did I get all the E's? I think I did. Looks like it. We got 4 letters left before we maybe win, but we'll definitely be drawing another thing here. Flower pot has an L, so does also. Polygon has an L. Whole. Recall has 2 L's, and we've spelled the word recall. Need 2 more. There's an L in antler and also in feline. We have 3 letters left. We were in Ironwood. Oh, the petroglyphs. I was thinking of the, what do you call it? Yeah, definitely off-road for the petroglyphs. You were riding with me. We took the right-hand side because it was safer. And Steve went over those rocks and gullies that anybody else would have got stuck, but he didn't. But I knew better because I would have got the Cherokee. I would have got it stuck. That's why I took the higher road, which Steve thanked me. Yeah, he's showing off. Yeah, that's called doggone it, Phil. Ragged Top Mountain. Ragged. Ragged. Ragged Top Mountain. I'm sorry, Tina. Duh. I was thinking of those things on the ground. What are they called? Vortex. Patty's here. Welcome aboard. A thing popped up the other day for you posted a video, and I tried to get to it, and it disappeared, and I'll find it again. Sorry, Tina. I got too much on my brain, I guess. All right, I think we got done with the L's. We have 3 letters left. Dirk wants money. There's an I in SIP. And there's an I in historic. 2 I's, actually. Insist has 2 I's. There's an I in ice, and we just spelled the second word. We have 2 words now that are spelled in puzzle 1, recall and ice. We need 1 more word. There's an I in admire and another one in feline. 2 letters left. The video is probably under the passenger seat with Sue and Linda. You're right, probably is. A squirrel. Yeah, well, there's squirrels, there's dolphins, and I saw a lizard earlier today. He was about a pretty long one, bigger than I've seen. The rattlesnake will probably get him. I didn't see it, but Roy saw a sidewinder a couple days ago. It was the same day that Steve put out his video where he stopped the Jeep because there was a garter snake in the road. Big money for Dirk, yep. Okay, we're working on the letter G. There's a G in polygon. And that's it for G. We got 1 letter left. Let's hope it's an N. And it's not. It's an H. There's an H in whole. We don't have the O. Any more H's? H in humor, but we don't have the O. All right, I'm going to do a double check right now, the Dust Buddies. Yeah. All right. Were there any O's? No. O's? No. S's? No. No O's. S O N O S N N S S O N N K. No K's. No N's. No. Wait, there's an R. Well, it doesn't help us because we don't have an N. No D's. Nope. No N's and no N's. All right. So sorry, Dirk, but this one, you're still a winner. You won the chance to maybe win. Okay. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, doing a premiere. All right. Let me write that down. It's Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. So that would be 6, 5, 4. I'll be off work. I get off about 4. So that'll be 7 your time. Tina premiere. Got it. Now, anybody else want to quick make a sentence? Yeah, I would say on the petroglyph tour, running to Ragged Top, or four-wheeling to Ragged Top, or off-road. No, maybe not. Four-wheeling sounds good. I don't know. Four-wheeling, Ragged Top, those 2 words. Hoopla, Lewis, welcome aboard. Make a sentence. The words are up there under Linda's name or next to Linda's name. You can use any 2, any 3, or all 4, and we'll get your name in the pot. Because in about 2 minutes, we're going to draw a chip and we're going to quick scratch this off. So get a sentence in, Lewis. Oh, you're done with that. Okay. Thank you, Tina. I can't keep up with what's going on in chat. I try. All right, Lewis. Let's make sure I got his chip. I know he's going to make a sentence. All right. You're okay, Tina. You know I can't keep up with you. Your brain goes twice as fast as mine, which is amazing, actually. It's a wonder we aren't standing there looking at each other going, who else did I forget? I didn't see Timmy make a sentence. I didn't see Georgianne make a sentence. Canary banker threw a flower pot. All right. Where is Camperman's chip? It might already be in there. I think you made a sentence earlier. We've done that already. You're right. Boo boo. Nancy, Drew, Sonia with J, Phil, Tina, and Kyle, Tommy, Jim. We got to find Camperman's chip. I know it's green, but you know what? Not going to worry about it. Your chip's in, Camperman. Free Camperman. You accidentally bought a flower canary for a banker, and it made him yawn. I got you, Louis. You're in. Okay, here's the chips I still have. I got Georgianne. I got Linda, Sean, Timmy Ray, Dirk, oh, I already did his. And Jeff and Tammy and Troy. So who wants to get in? If you're here, I'm not even going to ask you if you made a sentence. I'm going to throw you in the pot. You have 2 minutes. Well, I know about Rebecca, but I can include her with you, Louis. Lubeca. Welcome aboard, Rebecca. You know, Timmy's got Joey using his phone most of the time now. I didn't say your name, Jim, but you are in the pot. Let me double check. Yes, you're right in the corner. Because you made a sentence earlier. Say your name, say your name. You know, that's important. Psychologically, people love to hear their names mentioned on a chat or on The Price is Right. Bob Barker. Jim Foster, come on down. I'm live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Actually, I'm live from Quartzsite, Arizona. But if you say I'm live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, okay, you must have me at the church again up on the big screen. Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and all of that. Share me out to your friends. Welcome aboard. She's shy a lot. That's why she doesn't chat in here. Well, you're the talkative one. The clearer bin, the better to peek through. I'm not peeking. Bob called you. So I still have Georgianne. I got Linda. I got Sean, Timmy Ray, Dirk, and Jeff and Tammy and Troy. And if they don't say something real soon, they got 1 minute. 1 minute. What's that one song? Guantanamo. I know my late friend Dennis used to say, "1 ton of metal. Do 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 1 ton of metal." I don't know what it is. Do 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 do. I think it's French or Spanish. Okay, Dirk is going to be in because he said he's here. 1 ton tomato. Heck. See, Dirk might win twice. You're in. Is Georgianne here? Or Linda? We know Linda's here. Put her in Guantanamo, AK 1 ton tomato. Yeah. Okay, so Sean, Georgianne, Timmy Ray, Jeff and Tammy, and Troy. Not seeing them. They're not saying anything. It's 10-2. That's it. Drawings are closed. Here we go. I can't see. The sun is in my eyes. Beverly. All right. I'll be nice. Let me find your chip. I know it's here. Not in that pile. I know I saw your chip earlier. Found you. No, not that one. All right. William says shake and bake. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Here we go. Now, if I pick Beverly's, you know that I cheated. No, I'm not cheating. I'm sorting them. I'm grabbing. You can see what I'm doing. And I can't see the names or even the colors. 100% it's not you right off the bat. You never know. It's happened before. I put somebody as the last one in, the last second, and they're the ones I draw. So I have a chip in my hand. It's round, kind of warm. Go for the green one. It is green. And it's blank. No, wait. Oh my God. You guys are going to say I cheated for sure. It's Tina. Now, if she doesn't win something, she's going to be mad. Well, she's been mad at me before. All right. I've never played this. Let's see. Scratch here to win the digital Pac-Man game for more chances. All right. Bonus play says reveal 3 identical symbols, win the prize shown. And then over here on the normal scratching thing, you got 1, 2, 4 Pac-Mans. Then you got the symbols that you need to match to that. So here we go. The first winning number is 24. And the first one is a pink ghost. And that is number 33. Doesn't match. Yes, good luck, Tina. The next winning number is a 3. I was almost gasping because I thought, oh, it's going to be 33, but it was 3. And the cherry is 19, so not a match. The next winning number is 25. And the orange ghost is 11. All right, the last Pac-Man is 8. And, I saw the 8, but it's 38. Okay, we got a red ghost, a strawberry, a blue ghost, an apple, then a pink ghost, an orange, a yellow ghost, a green something, another red ghost, a bell, and a blue ghost. So that's 10, 11 symbols. Let's see what happens. Fun fact, Mario used to be called Jumpman. Okay. Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde were the ghosts. Thank you, Sonia. Linda says it's rigged. I knew that was coming. All right, we got a 9. Not a match. The strawberry is 29. Doesn't match. Oh, come on, Tina. 16 is a blue ghost. I wonder if the blue ghost is inky. Okay, the apple is 27. Doesn't match. The pink ghost is probably pinky. 45. Not even close. The orange is 35. That's a long ways out, too. Let's see. Maybe this one is blinky. Don't know. It's kind of yellow. 18. Nope. Then a green item is 39. Not close. The red ghost is 42. Again, way out there. The yellow bell is 37. That's a ways out. And one more blue ghost is 4. And 3 was as close as we got. Uh-oh. Pinky was the only female ghost. Well, here in the, we got a blue, a pink, and a red. Now, how would you tell which one is the female other than it's pink? Blue, pink, and red. We got to get 3 of the same color or whatever to win. All right, let's see what happens. I lost the scratcher. Sitting on it. There. Here we go. A diamond, a wallet, and a wallet. We needed 3 wallets to win. What would have it been? Only $40. Okay. You know what Rob would say. Pinky is pink, Blinky is red, and Clyde is orange. Is Inky is blue someone? All right. All right. Well, you're a winner in my book. And up here, I guess we have to play that digitally somehow. Yeah, that's a digital game. That's nothing that we can do. But there it is. I'm sorry, Tina. But at least you had a chance. And if you had won, they would have said I rigged it. So, all right, it is 2 minutes to. I have no idea if there's another live stream on tonight. I don't think so. But if there is, you'll just have to look it up for yourselves and go there if you want. I don't remember, Lewis. He might have. You watch the cartoons? Cute. That's right. Tina is still a winner. Always. All of us are winners. Especially me. You know, God watches over me every day, and I wake up blessed. Tomorrow I'm not going to want to wake up, but I think I'm okay to go to work. I think I've got a good signal, and I've got power. I'm going to test it before I go to sleep tonight. Your dad grew up in the 70s and 80s, born in 74. Wow. Wow. See, I'm going, Holly, he's too young to be your dad. But maybe not. Thank you, Phil. Thank you for coming aboard. Tom's Wild and Wonderful Views. Linda, if you're still here, can you post a link for Tom? Welcome aboard, by the way. He needed all those pills. Good one. The little blue pills. I love it. Sonia's going to disagree, I think. Well, thank you, Phil. Thank you for coming aboard, everybody. It's been special. I know it's been crazy the last 2 weeks. I haven't been able to do much at all. Last Sunday was just a pop-up and yak about this and yak about that. But now maybe as I'm getting used to the job and get some of my issues like power and signal, get those things figured out. We're still going to do Saturday, or not Saturday, but Sunday right now. But I may change something up if it goes well. Because I kind of like the old schedule, the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday twice. You know, maybe we get back to maybe just Wednesday, you know, for the scratch-offs. And then Saturday at night for a free-for-all. I don't know. We always find something to talk about. Thank you, Kyle. And thank you for the battery, by the way. And I got to get with you. I'll call you or make plans for May 9th. I think he had eyelashes in the cartoon. You know, I used to own a restaurant, and we had a small lobby where you walked in and then you'd order your food through a couple different windows. You know, it's basically an ice cream store, but we sold hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff like that. But we had a Pac-Man machine, a quarter Pac-Man machine in that lobby. And I tell you what, we made quite a bit of money off just that machine. Of course, there was a lot of red quarters in that machine because when we were slow, we'd all go out there and play the damn thing. It was fun. We didn't own it. It was so, another guy owned it. Basically, we would get, I think it was 30% of what he made. So, we make $50 a week. Tom's Christmas video. Cool. That's right. One day at a time. Work is first. You're absolutely right. Thank you, William. Thank you, everyone, for coming aboard. And I'll leave you at that. Fair winds and smiles. Come on. You know you can. And may God bless. Thank you so much for coming aboard. You're making me cry. All right. We'll talk to you soon. End the stream. You're welcome, Dirk.